and welcome back to the Untitled Park Series, and welcome back to Melodyville. Today we are making one of my favourite flat rides that I've overlaid in the game, that I've made a skin of in the game, and yeah, I'll get into that a little bit later, but I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the series. There's been a little bit of a break because this ride has taken a little bit longer than I expected to create, and in this video you will see the skin go on the ride, but you won't see like the queue line or the exit, anything like that, because it's boring stuff that you don't really need to see, and I'll show you eventually anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So today, as you saw from the title and the little opening cinematics, we are making a vinyl record Teacups. I don't know why I didn't think of this idea when I started creating the land, but it's the most obvious thing that I could have created. And again, like I said with the quarry a while ago, if someone has made this before, and I'm guessing someone has, I'm sorry, I don't know about it. This is kind of, I thought of it and I wanted to do it, but if someone's done this before, please don't shout at me. If anything, let me know who made it, because I want to go see what they did. But yeah, I'm guessing this is probably not the most original idea for a Teacups, but hey, it's in Melodyville. If you don't know the theme of Melodyville, I'm going to catch you up if you're new to the series. It's basically a little land themed to music. It's like a sort of kids area themed to music. That's why it's so cartoony everywhere. And yeah, I thought a vinyl record Teacups would be the perfect addition to the land. And it's going to be very cartoony, very bright yellow, as you'll see later on. And yeah, let's get into it. So as you saw a little bit earlier on, the piece count on this ride is very high. And I didn't help myself by making it like the smoothest circles in the world. I really wanted it to look not boxy, if you know what I mean. Sometimes in Planet Coaster, if you use like a long piece to make a circle, it can make the ride look a bit boxy, and I didn't want that, and I've paid the price because the piece count on this ride I think is like, I couldn't tell you. Basically, you couldn't fit it into a blueprint, pretty much, I don't think. I think there's a lot of pieces, because as you saw in the intro, each one of them little circles is made up with a tiny square, and yeah, it's lagged out my computer pretty much. So far, the past two lands in the game, it has not lagged at all. I've had no crashes. I think I've had one crash in Liberty Lagoon, and I don't know how that happened, but we've had no crashes pretty much, no lag at all. And then it came to this ride, and I started making it, and I think I've had so far about 15 crashes. And it's got to me mentally. It's so annoying because I do a little circle like you're seeing on the screen, make it all look nice, and then it crashes, and then I cry myself to sleep. So yeah, but like I said, I did that to myself. I didn't need to make it as smooth as I have, but hey, it's for one ride. Hopefully I've learnt my lesson and I'm not going to do anything like that going forward. But yeah, you can definitely tell there's like a significant frame rate drop in the game. I reckon my PC is pretty good. I wanted the PC to be pretty good, so when I bought it, I splashed out a little bit. So I could probably say I've been getting about 100 frames in the park up until now, and then you can tell it's probably down to like 30 when I'm around this ride. Luckily, it doesn't really affect the rest of the park. It's only when you're near it, but you can tell there's some frame rate issues going on. Anyway, enough about my terrible attempt at making a record out of art pieces. Yeah, this is a ride that I'm very excited for because I wanted like a main centerpiece flat ride for the area. And one of my main inspirations is very random. It is I don't know what it's called, Celestial Carousel at Epic Universe. Basically, I love the way it looks. It's like a massive centerpiece when you walk in the park, and it looks beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful looking rides out there, and I wanted that to be the main like centerpiece. Obviously it's a carousel at Epic Universe, but I thought, hey, let's not copy them exactly, let's make a little vinyl record Teacups. So yeah, that's my main inspiration. Again, not a lot went into this when you think about it. If you saw my episodes from like Liberty Lagoon and the quarry, and even the little mini coaster in this area, I took a lot of inspiration from everywhere. But this one's it's pretty simple when you think about it. It's all art shapes. There's nothing really like complex about this ride. The only complex thing I would say is the needle, and we'll get onto that a little bit later, like the record stylus. That took a little bit longer than the ride, as you can probably tell, but yeah, we'll get onto that a little bit later. Now, in terms of a name for the ride, I don't really know what to go with. I've accidentally kind of followed a pattern with putting the word melody in front of the ride. We've got Melody Works, which is the little junior coaster, and we've got Melody Manor. which is going to be the big flat ride, or the big dark ride that we make nearer the end of the area. That's going to be the big finale piece that we kind of put a lot of weeks into and a lot of time into. So I've put on the front of the record player Melody Maker 5000, and that's kind of going to be the brand name for the record. It wasn't necessarily going to be the name, but if we're going with the melody theme for everything in the land, it might be Melody Maker. I'm not sure. This is kind of one of the times where I need your guys' help. So if you have a name for the record player, put it down in the description. I'm going to keep Melody Maker 5000, like I said, on the front, but I just need a sort of a better name, because I don't think 5000 kind of fits on a ride name. Unless it does. It is a kids area after all. It could be the whimsical area in the park. You know what I mean. So let me know your name suggestions down below. I'll have a little flick through. I'll pick one. Or I'll keep it as Melody Maker. I'm not sure. I kind of do want a catchier name though than Melody Maker 5000, because who's going to a theme park and saying, hey, do you want to go on Melody Maker 5000? No one. Literally no one is saying that. So yeah, let me know your name suggestions down below and I'll have a little read through them. And yeah, I said I'm not doing the queue line in this video because I hate queue lines. I don't enjoy making them kind of at all. Theming them up takes so long, and of course it's a good payoff because you can show it off and be like, hey, look at this queue line, but for me queue lines never really, I'm not interested in making them look good in this game, and obviously I will because I'm proud of the whole park, but it's never something that I really enjoy doing. It's probably this and customizing flat rides, because you would have seen in the video so far, I mess up so many times and it's so fiddly and it gets to me. But that and making queue lines, I'm not a massive fan of. Like I said, I'll do it, but yeah, I'm not a massive fan of, so that's why I'm not going to really include queue lines in this video and sort of the whole series. The only time I'm going to include a queue line will be Melody Manor, because I want to add a pre-show in there, given that it's a dark ride, and that is going to be, it's going to take so long. That ride is going to take so long because I've never made a dark ride before in the park, and I really want to put all my effort into it. It's going to be fiddly, it's going to be hard, it's going to take a while, but I'm going to make a couple videos on it so you guys can follow along, and hopefully, again, I'm going back to like episode 2 of The Quarry, I'm going to talk about this. I want you guys to look at the videos and be like, hey, I can do this. If you like the videos and if you think, oh wow, he's the best builder of all time. First of all, thank you. Second of all, you can do it too, because I'm no better than anyone else. So follow your dreams and you can be a master builder in Planet Coaster 2. But anyway, yeah, I want a pre-show in the dark ride. I want maybe 2 pre-shows in the dark ride. I don't really know how I'm going to do it, but there's a lot of space, and I think there's going to be 2 levels to it as well, which is very exciting. But this is not a video about the dark ride, so I don't know why I'm talking about that. But yeah, basically all I'm saying is look forward to it. It's going to take a while. There's going to be a couple episodes on the dark ride. There's going to be a pre-show. There's going to be very interactive scenes. Interactive, that's a little hint. And yeah, that should be coming soon. We're going to add, in the land, we're going to add one more dark ride on the right next to the Melody Maker, whatever it's going to be called. And yeah, I did a little poll on my community tab asking people what they would want to see as that fourth ride in Melodyville, and I put it down to either a water ride or a flat ride, and I think there were 70 people that voted, I'm pretty sure, and I think it came out like 80% want a water ride, so there's probably going to be a water ride going in. It will probably be a mini little log flume, probably like the one at Portland's Park, or Chessington River Rafts, if you know what I'm talking about, the really small one. So it'll probably be something like that, because I did plan on putting a big log flume in Liberty Lagoon. I've left that space blank, so I might still do it, but yeah, only time can tell. So yeah, there'll probably be a mini log flume going in in Melodyville, so stay tuned for that coming soon. I haven't made a log flume on this game before, or in Planet Coaster 1, so that'll be a new little thing that I can overcome. Anyway, as you will see, we have started on the record needle stylus. I'm not really sure what it's called. I have a record player and I don't even know what it's called. Basically, if you don't know what it is the needle is the little bit at the bottom, or the stylus. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. it is the thing that touches the grooves in the record player to make the music and play the music. And that's what I'm recreating. There's so many, obviously I go on Google Images to look at references to build, but there's so many different types of nib and record stylus to go off that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what one to pick. I don't know what one would kind of fit. So as you'll see at the end, I kind of went with like a hybrid of all of them. There's a hint of Audio Technica in there, if you know what that is. There's a bit of everything in there. So I've kind of made an Untitled Park Series original stylus for the record player, and I really wanted it to move in the concept planning stages. I sound like Disney, I'm not, but I really wanted it to move and like go up from the record player holder and kind of go over and then go down above the guests on the teacup. But given the animatronic pieces that we have, and I know nothing about them, I couldn't really do that. And obviously it's possible. People have done some amazing things in the game, and I don't know what I'm doing, so I thought there's got to be like a simpler way. And there's an animatronic piece that kind of wiggles, and I thought, hey, I'll give it a go, bearing in mind I fully gave up at this point. I was like, it's not going to work. I'm just going to have it like hover above there and not move. And then I found that piece and I thought, you know what, I'll have a go. And there's an ultra slow setting on there, and I thought, hey, we'll give that a go. Put it on there and it looked great. It's a little bit goofy. It kind of doesn't move how an actual record needle would move. But at the end of the day, it's an oversized record player. That's not realistic, so it didn't matter. And I kind of had to angle it up a little bit higher than normal, because obviously you don't want to get decapitated while you're on Teacups. That wouldn't leave a good review at the Untitled Park. So I kind of had to hover it above the guests, so when they're sitting down, they don't get killed and murdered, which is not what you want really. And overall, I'm very happy with how it turned out. I thought it was going to look a lot worse than it actually does. And yeah, I'm over the moon with how the whole ride turned out. I think obviously there's things I could have done better, like make the record, the actual like grey record bit, a little bit bigger, but hey, the amount of pain I had with the lag and stuff, I'm not going to go back and try and fix the whole thing, because I know it definitely will crash, and I don't really want that, to be honest. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below, and let me know of any name recommendations that you have. And that is pretty much everything for today. I'm sorry it's a little bit shorter than normal, but I really wanted to get this video out and not focus on the queue line and including that, because like I said, I'm going to show you another time anyway. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below. I hope you like it, and I will see you in the next Untitled Park Series video. Bye bye.